Hello and welcome to BrickView, a show for reviewing and possibly chastising the Brickfilms and Brickfilmers out there. We can hardly call this show weekly anymore, because it's been probably half a year, I don't know, since I last uploaded one. Today I am not joined by my customary host, DJ Films. I am joined by Natadesi producer and all-round very nice person, Jimmy Perez, or ChicoJim1.
That is me. Hello, people.
Yes, that is him.
If you haven't heard of me, I'm not surprised, but anyway, continue.
Right. Links are in the description if you do want to watch his videos. So, today we are reviewing Lego Batman Shadows by Filmzation. It was uploaded last year on November 1st, and I was asked to do this review specifically by Mr. Filmzation, and I promised I would, and I've only just got around to it now, so I apologize for the delay. But we will get right into this, talking about the storyline. Jimothy, what did you think of the storyline?
Overall, it was a good plot. I can definitely say that. It had all the good elements that makes a decent story, so I can't really complain about it. I didn't see any plot holes, and I watched a few parts over to make sure of that. It
is a very, when you explain it sounds like a very simple plot. You know, Robin gets kidnapped, and Batman has to get him. But no, it involves Mr. Freeze, it involves Joker, it involves Riddler, who is my favorite character, so yay. My favorite moments with any of those characters was with Mr. Freeze, because he was not portrayed as a one-dimensional villain.
And it showed that it actually showed some exposition of what Batman and Mr. Freeze and even Joker and Mr. Freeze's relationship was. So
in that short time.
Right, and it was executed fairly well.
Yeah, it was, and it didn't suffer from what I call forest fire syndrome, which was that all the enemies seem to just be a buddy-buddy, and they're all, yeah, let's kill Batman and stuff. So, yes.
This is a time where people actually are, making their own identities in their work films, so obviously it's not really much an issue anymore.
No, it isn't. Animation. What did you think of the animation?
It's decent for the most part. I felt some parts felt a bit choppy.
Yeah.
For example, the fight scene with Mr. Freeze, some of it moved too fast and some of it kind of lagged, I think.
Yeah, every fight scene kind of suffered from that. There was, I think the smoothest and the one that didn't suffer from that the most was the Bane one. Because that all just seemed to work, there was no moments that seemed too fast, it all worked rather well.
Especially the Bane fight, because not only did that one last maybe about 45 seconds, but it ended on a rather strange note. I mean, it was a complete plot twist if you think about it. Sort of.
In its own way. The only fight scene I really didn't like was the very first fight scene between Batman and two thugs, because that one just moved way too fast. I played it a couple of times to see what was going on. The animation ought to have been smoother and not quite so Sonic-y.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I hope the audience do, because I don't think I do myself.
Well, like he said, basically explains it entirely. Like, the fight scenes, especially the first one, moved remarkably fast, and it was a little too difficult to be able to process everything in such a short amount of time.
But, apart from that, it was genuinely very good animation. The only parts that I really had any problems were parts that I myself probably wouldn't be able to animate at all, like when Bruce Wayne was walking over the smooth plates in the first scene when he walks out of what I assume was Wayne Manor, maybe. Okay, voice actors. I thought they were all generally very good. What did you think?
They were. I have to agree with you there, especially the Riddler's voice actor.
Oh, the Riddler's voice, I like that one. Although, again, probably his favourite villain.
Yeah.
I don't think Bane spoke, did he?
Nope, and that's what kind of disappointed me, because I wish Bane did speak.
I don't know what you could have done with Bane. He worked as silent. He didn't really advance the plot in any way besides breaking Batman.
True, but at the same time, this is just me personally, but I feel like he could have said something to, I don't know, draw the whole fight scene forward and maybe even add some development for his character, because he's just kind of there.
It's a bit like Batman and Robin, dare I say it.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? This was executed much better than Batman and Robin.
Yeah, this Brick film is, it's what Batman and Robin wished it could be. God, that's a terrible movie.
But it's entertaining, though.
It's entertaining if you want to feel good about your own films, just watch that movie. Because it's just one of those, I can't.
Yeah, that's funny. Sorry.
Okay, so everyone else was great. So, sound design. What did you think of the sound design, where there was some?
from what I know, it needed some improvement, but for the most part, it was alright.
It was okay. It was average. It suffered from that thing that everyone tends to do, which was
Right.
assuming that you only need important sounds in there, which whereas that is usually the case because music tends to mask it. I couldn't really
Right.
hear any music a lot of the time, so then again, I never listen to music. I just listen to sound design because I like doing sound design. The one sound
music I really recall. Huh?
What, sorry? No, you continue.
Oh, I was saying the only music I really recall was from the fight scene with Bane.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was just thinking. And that's
Ah.
also the only scene where I actually have any problem with sound design. Like, mainly it's the back breaking bit.
Yeah.
Because, like, it just sounded like, kind of like it did that with his teeth.
Or breaking a toothpick. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
I really, it needed to be meatier. He broke his back. The visual effects, the special effects, the stuff, there wasn't really
Yes.
any besides the green screen and the back computer, as far as I can remember, because I don't think there was any guns. Oh, and Mr. Freeze using his freeze ray on Batman.
That was clever, actually. It was all practical effects, so there was really no issue with that.
Yeah. The only issues I really had in terms of special effects, because he did the back computer very well, the amount of green screening, and I know some people like don't have enough Lego to make physical sets, and that's okay. It's just
Racing.
when the green screen like eats some of the set around it, it gets irritating. Because that same thing could have been very easily done with printed out backgrounds, and I know people don't have printers either, so I can't.
Right, because after a while, it can become a distraction.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, apart from that, I really didn't remember any issues with it, and the Mr. Freeze gun was very well done. As was the heart rate monitor in the Arctic base cave thing. I like that.
Mhm.
That didn't need to be there, but it was, and that was good. I like that.
I liked it too, actually.
Spoiler alert, if we haven't already spoiled a lot of things. The ending, Jimmy.
That ending, though.
That ending, though, which is what it literally says in my notes, and I might put a picture on the screen, and if I don't, then
Which is very
condemn me.
true.
But that ending, though, and again, spoiler alert, Joker shoots Robin in the head.
Such cliffhanger. Yeah.
He gonna die. He gonna die. You don't survive that. He gonna die. So's Joker probably, but he gonna die. So yeah, that ending. Yes. So
you got it.
what you can gather from this, Mr. Filmzation, is that we really like your ending, and you should kill more people. Not Riddler though. Kill Riddler. Also, I liked the ending where it didn't show it and the screen went black and you heard what happened. I really like that.
Adds to the suspense.
It really does. It's that thing that everything is so like over portrayed now that when you have to it's the thing where people die off screen in movies. Those are the ones that scare you more because your imagination can go to so many different lengths.
Wait, sorry, that's why most Western horror films actually fail these days.
Yeah, because they show everything.
Because they don't know how to add that factor of suspense.
Okay, so now to our ratings. BrickView has a rating system, so I shall read them out now for you. 1 is awful, 2 is bad, 3 is not good, 4 is below average, 5 is average, 6 is above average, 7 is grey, 8 is cool, which I'm going to change because it's stupid, 9 is awesome, and 10 is oh my god!
I'd have to say it was between cool and awesome. So it's cool and awesome. I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8.5.
Righto. I was going to give it a 6.5, but now I feel like an asshole. I'm going to rank it up to a 7. Okay, so that was the new episode of BrickView. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want your film reviewed, either leave a comment or send me a message, or send me a personal message via YouTube, and we shall get to that as soon as possible. This will not be, this is not going to be advertised as a weekly show anymore because it quite clearly isn't. But yes, okay, you have our ratings, an 8.5 from Jimmy and a 7 from me. So, say pie.
Pie.
And that is a suitable ending. Okay, bye.